let's deep dive into teaming up in GitHub. So GitHub team groups of with GitHub team groups of people can collaborate across many projects at the same time in an organization account. So so this slide will walk you through the setting up, configuring and managing your GitHub team account as an organization owner. So the first we will look into configuring your organization account on github.com. So about organization, what is organization? Let's see what is an organization. Organizations are shared accounts where businesses and open source projects can collaborate across many projects at once. Owners and administrators can manage members' access to the organization's data and projects with sophisticated security and administrative features. So that's what an organization is. So now I will show you one organization. So or else we'll create an organization. Before that we will look into okay, first we'll create an organization, then we will look into teams in that organization. Okay, now it's time to create our first organization in GitHub. So you can see that this is my new account that I have created only for practical demonstration of GitHub, nothing much. Okay, so here this is the profile drop down. Here you will find these settings, whereas if you come here and this part, you will get this plus symbol drop down menu. So consists of new repository, import a repository, new code space, new gist, new organization, new project. So I'm gonna click on new organization. It's taking some time. Yes, pick a plan for your organization. How often do you want to pay? Neither. I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay. So, so we have three options here. First one is absolutely free. So, but there are limitations. Unlimited public or private repositories, but code space, and these are the limitations that you have. Whereas second one specifically for teams, and these are the benefits you will get it out of it. Whereas the third one is for the enterprise consists of plenty of teams in that, so that's the reason you have a lot of options here for enterprise. You can see all those options. 50,000 CI/CD minutes per month, brilliant. 50 GB of packages storage. Okay, that's okay. So let's go with create free organization. I don't want a paid one. So let me name it as first organization. First organization. And I DevOps for you. Okay. First organization of I DevOps for you. So email I'm gonna give Cherry Rams. Then my personal account, organization belongs to my personal account. It's not belongs to institution, not neither to Volvo, GitHub. No, it's my personal account. Then verify your account again. So pick one square that shows two identical objects. I think this one. So I hereby accept all the terms of service. So it's gonna create our first organization. So the first organization has been created and it's saying Welcome to first organization I DevOps for you. Now you can start collaborating with each other. Let's collaborate. So add organization member. The first step here is add organization members. Organization members will be able to view repositories, organize into teams, review code, and tag other members using at the rate of mention. We can even chat. I'll show you that also. So now I will give you Surya Charan. Oh, there are a lot of Surya Charans, huh? Like me. Brilliant. Fantastic, yeah. That's nice to know. Surya Charan Thandu. But I think nobody will be with the name Surya Charan Teja. Yes, that is only me. Yeah. Okay, let me add this guy. So I'm gonna add one more person. That's a Rahul Ramesh. This guy works in Volvo only. In the same team, it's 97, I guess. Yes. Yeah, this guy, Rahul Ramesh. So we are forming an organization, and that organization consists of three members. One is Cherry Rams, Surya Charan Teja, and Rahul Ramesh. And let's click on complete setup. So now we have to give more information. What do you spend time on most day to day? I do now I'm doing writing code also, but mostly I do managing and coordinating in not engineering work, it's software works. Okay, I'll select these two. Billing administration, nope, not at all. So how many people do you expect to actively work within the GitHub organization? I would say 1 to 5. Yep, fine. Then what type of work do you plan to use this organization for? Open source projects, education projects, and personal projects. That's it. No work projects. Nothing to describe here, or just to write it is used to demonstrate GitHub organization GitHub org in my iDevOps for you course. So what do you expect to do on GitHub in the next 7 days? I say manage code, collaborate code, set up CI/CD. That's enough. Now, do you have an existing repository for your project? No, not at all. We're going to create that. So let me submit it. So you can now follow organizations. Okay, got it. Now we have sent the request to other two members. At this moment, we have only one guy in this organization. We have sent a request to other two people. So once they accept, see now we have only one guy, but invitations were sent to two people, Rahul R and Surya Charanteja. So let me accept the request on another laptop. So let me refresh it. I should get the notification of this organizations. Yeah, I got it. And okay, I'll show you that. I'll show you that. I will log out from this account. I'll sign out from this account, and I'll sign into my another account, that is SU. Oh, oh, yes. No thanks, dude. I don't need your help. I can remember. So let me go to your organization. See, you got the blue button. There is something. Yes. So organizations invitation will expire in 7 days. Would you like to join or would you like to decline? I would say I will join. So you have been invited to first organization ID for you. So join first organization. That's it. Join. So now I can create a new repository from here. in that organization. But that's okay. Now I'll get back to our uh, tutorial account. Our account that I have created for this tutorial specifically. Okay, that is Cherry Rams. Oh, just remember the names. Huh? Yes, done. So now let me go to your organizations and see, this is my organization that we have created recently, and let me click on this organization, and now you see you have two people and one more person. He should actually accept it. It's taking more time. Okay, we'll accept it after that, after some time. So here you can see that 2FA, two-factor authentication. Here you can attach the roles that we will look into this after some time. But for now, creating an organization and inviting the people is done. So next, let's look into creating teams, about and creating teams, a GitHub team in an organization. So teams are groups of organization members that you can create to reflect your company or group structure with cascading access permissions and mentions. So organization members can send notifications to a team or request reviews, and teams can be visible or secret. So you can create independent teams, or you have multiple levels of nested teams also to reflect your group or company's hierarchy. So anyway, that we are going to see in creating teams and that hierarchy in our next slide. But for now, we will look into adding members and setting up teams first. Okay, we have invited the member when we are creating a group organization itself, but for now we will look into creating a team. So managing members of your organization, you can invite anyone to be a member of your organization as long as they have a personal account on GitHub. So you can also remove members and reinstate former members for your organization. So let's do one exercise in creating and removing, inviting new people or new accounts. Okay, so here we have, so you can see that invite a new member. These are the existing member. I can invite a new member. I have my intern, she works under me, Jancy Volvo. Yeah, here it is. She works under me. She's an intern. She's been almost 11 months. She has finished. She's completing her internship. Okay, Jancy Volvo. So I'm gonna send invitation to this girl. Invite. So the invitation has been, invite this girl to this organization. A role in membership. Do you want to make her a owner or just a member? I would say members. What members can do, what privileges a member can have. Members can see all other members first and can be granted access to repositories. So they can also create a new teams and new repositories. These are the limitations for them. Whereas for the owner have full administrative rights to the organization and have complete access to all repositories and teams. They can do everything in that organization. So that's the reason I don't like to give a Warner role to anybody other than me taking in that organization. So let me send invitation now. So the invitation has been sent by Cherry Rams to Jancy and then Rahul. Let's wait for their approval. Once it is approved, they will become part of our team. So okay, one guy has accepted and other girl to accept. So let me check let me check the members of my organization. So invitation. So I have at this moment in this organization three members are presented. One is Surya Charan Teja, Rahul, and then that's a Cherry Rams. Other one is Surya Charan Teja. The I'm talking about the username. Cherry Rams, Rahul, Ramesh 97 and Surya Charan Teja. So total three members. I hope the girl will also accept her. Then so our team is set up. So this is how we can actually uh, manage. We can actually create invite a new member, and then we can delete a member, and we can remove a member, and we can reinstate. Okay, so next we will look into organization permissions and roles. So each person in your organization has a role that defines their level of access to the organization. The member role is the default, and you can assign owner and billing manager role as well as team maintainer permissions. So now let's look into those. So how many permissions we have? Owner, billing manager, and team maintainer. Let me get into the organization. That is our organization. It's a first organization ID for Y, and then here I will go to my members. So these are my members, my people in my organization presently. So now I can attach roles to them. It's like permissions and roles. So this guy Cherry Rams is the owner of this organization, and other people are members. Okay, so now let me click on any user. This is Rahul. So one member selected. Now, if you want to remove this guy from this organization, you just click here. So then say remove from organization. This guy will be removed. And if you just want to make him as an outside collaborator, that's he won't be a member inside our organization. Then you click on outside collaborator. Then this Rahul will become outside collaborator, not the member. Okay, anyway, this is we are not going to do. Let me click on change role. So when we click on change role, either it can become a owner or member. These are the two roles we have. So as usual, we will keep him as a member only, and there if you click here, you can find that. So Rahul Ramesh. Okay, so let me click on manage for Rahul Ramesh, and then this is where you can find the information about this guy. He's a member, so you have owner and then member and then collaborator. So at this moment he is a member of this organization. I just want to keep him as a member of this organization. I don't want to make him as a owner of this organization. So let me go back to the settings of this organization. Just want to show you. So if you want to customize your organization, you can give organization display name. This is my org, my DevOps org, and then you can give email, everything. Let me update the profile here. So here you can find repository specific roles, member privileges. So let me click on member privileges. Here you will have the base permissions. If you want to change these base permissions, from here you can change what all privileges you want to give to a member. Okay, do you want to give, see, we will go through that. Anyway, we are looking for the permission. So we are working on that only now. Organization permissions and then roles we have seen member and owner. So now member, what kind of privileges a member has. So these are base permissions. What are those base permissions? to the organization repositories apply to all members and excluding outside collaborators. Since organization members can have permissions from multiple sources, members and collaborators who have been granted a higher level of access than the base permissions will retain their high permission privileges. So now what all base permissions are provided normally? Repository creation. Members will be able to create only selected repository types. Outside collaborators can never create a repository. Now you are getting the difference between a member and an outside collaborator. I hope you are getting it. Okay. So repository creation, we gave permission for the private IP. Sorry, not private IP, private repository, not the public one. So then a repository forking. So at this moment, this permission is not given to this for the member. So if I want to give this privilege, let's click on check. Let's check the allow forking of private repositories only for the members, and then we have to click on save. So then that option has been saved. Then after that, page creation. Members will be able to publish sites with only selected access control, that to only public one. So that you can do if you want to give private, but by base it is not there. Okay. Then integration access requests, it is checked in. Now admin repository permissions. Here repository visibility change. Allow members to change a repository visibility for their organization. Yes, members are allowed to see all the repositories in that organization, even though it is private. Okay, and then a repository deletion and transfer. Even we have given that access also. And issue deletion is also given. So member team permissions. Team creation rules allow members to create teams. Even we have given a member to create a team. So at this moment we can do that. If you check out that, then other member who is not the owner, uh, he cannot create the teams if I uncheck this option. Okay, so let me uncheck this option and click on save. So these are the permissions that the base permissions we have. And if you want to attach some permissions or privileges, you can do it by going to the settings of that organization. Then we will see let's create teams. So then let's create a team. Okay, teams are, again, as usual, it's a groups of organization members that you can create to reflect your company's hierarchy also. So let's do that. Let's create one team and we'll see. Okay, at this moment we have created an organization and we have invited the members, so out of which few members were accepted the invitation. One member had to accept the invitation. Okay, let me get back to okay, let me click on your organizations and I will enter into my organization. Yeah, here is my organization. You can see at this moment this consists of a main menu bar, overview, repositories, projects, packages, teams, people, and then settings. If you want to attach new permission rules, privileges to your member, you can do that from settings. But whereas at this moment we have three people, these are the three people, but teams, no teams, nothing, no team, not a single team. So now I'm gonna create two teams now. So total how many people we have? So we have three people. So this Cherry Rams is a DevOps guy, and Surya Charan Teja and Rahul, these are all absolutely AI guys, pure AI guys. These are all AI scientists. AI scientist, and this guy is a DevOps guy, and Surya Charan is AI scientist as well as MLOps guy. So what I will do, I'll create a DevOps MLOps team with Cherry Rams and Surya Charan Teja, and AI team with Rahul R and Surya Charan Teja. Okay, so let's get into the teams now. So to create a team, from here you can see that create team. What all you can do in this teams: flexible repository access. You can, as admin, read all the uh, flexible levels of access can be available here, and then you can request to join other teams also. And team mentions, this is very important. This is very important to communicate with each other. Okay, that we are going to do anyway. So let me click on new team, and the team name, first we will create ML ops. ML ops. ML ops team, or okay, other way around, we'll put it team ML ops. Okay, so description: this team is used to collaborate on ML ops tech. So let me make it visible. I don't want to make it secret. I want to make it visible, and then let me click on create team. So the team has been created. This is team MLOps, and this is information. So at this moment we have only one guy. Now I'm going to attach a one more person to this. Who is the MLOps guy? That is SU. This organization consists of Surya Charanteja, as here it is. And let me invite. That's it. Now two members in this team MLOps. You see that team name? We are inside the team MLOps page. Okay, this is team MLOps page. You can see first organization. This is organization name. Then after that team name, and this is the team page. Here you can see discussion page, members, teams. Inside that you can create a nested team. That's okay. And then a repositories. So in that we haven't added any repository. After some time we will add a repository. On that a repository, these two members can basically work on that. We will do, but for this moment, so let's get into the discussions. Okay, so we have two members in this team. So we have created one team. After some time we will create one more team. Okay, then we will look into managing team settings. You can for team settings, you can designate a team maintainer to manage team settings and discussions among other privileges. For to do that, again we will get into our GitHub organization, and then team MLOps. Okay, we'll get into MLOps team. So now you can see that here what all roles we have. Everyone, we have maintainer and member. Let me click on maintainer. Surya Charan Teja is the maintainer at this moment. Okay, and member. Okay, sorry. That's my bad. That's my bad. Maintainer is Cherry Rams. We'll look into username only. Okay, and then member Surya Charan Teja. Okay, so that's it. We have two members, and then if you want to make this guy also a if you want to make him as a maintainer, you can attach a maintainer role and say change a role. So now we have two maintainers, this guy as well as other guys. Okay, so this is how we attach our privileges to our members inside the team. So now let's get into the discussions. Okay, so here the people or the members which are inside the team can collaborate about their project. They can discuss, they can keep their discussion. So let me start. Here title, this is to, okay, this is test discussion, and leave a comment. This is our first comment at the rate of, I will ping Surya Charan Teja. Okay, let me change this and let me comment it. So the first comment has been sent. So now let me get into the other account. This is my account. So let me see, let me get into your organizations. This is that organization. Let me click on this and go to the teams because I'm inside the team. And where is that? Here is that. See, you can see that team MLOps. You see that? You see that? I been Cherry Rams. He has sent. This is our first comment, and then to, pinging me. So now I will reply to that guy. Okay. Yep. I received. I received your. I received your message or comment. Let me work accordingly. Okay, done. So I'll ping that guy now. Cherry Rams. Let me click on comment. Done. So now let me get back to this and see. Okay. So now let me get back to the our Cherry Rams account, and you can see that message. Okay. Okay. It was sent by other guy. So let me completely. So it was sent by the same one. So let me completely log out and sign in to this Surya Charan Teja username account. Both were sent. Okay, that's fine. Now I have logged in. No thanks. Let me get into your organizations. Yeah, here is this organization and team 1, MLOps team, not MLOps, yeah, MLOps team, and click on this MLOps team, and here you see now you got the blue, it's been turned as a yellow because somebody has pinged you. Somebody has pinged you. So this is our first comment. Of course, this is with the same account I have replied it. So I'm sorry for that. I thought I was in other account. That's okay. Now we are in. You see, this is Surya Charan Teja. It is not Cherry Rams. Okay. So now from here I am gonna reply to other guy. So what I will say is, okay, well noted. We will work accordingly. And I would say at the rate of Cherry Rams. And then also at the rate of complete organization. So that it will, sorry, complete team. It will go to the everybody. Okay. Now let me comment on this. So this comment has been sent. Now I have to get back to the other organization. For that I have to sign out from here first. Then sign in back to the other account. That is cherry rams 127 at the rate of gmail.com. And okay, so now again let's get back to our see, now you can see that this is a different account, cherry rams account. So here I will click on your organization, and Let me click on this first organization. We have teams, one team. I'll go into that team MLOps, and here is the message from Surya Charan Teja that well noted, we will work accordingly, and he tagged me, he pinged me. That's the reason it was marked with yellow color, and he has pinged all the members of MLOps team also. So this is how we can keep the discussions inside the team members within each other, so that we can progress about the project very well. We can collaborate regarding the project very, very damn well. Then we will look into managing and basically security and setting organization level policies. So to keep your organization secure, you can use a variety of GitHub security features, including security policies, dependency graphs, secret scanning, and and dependent security and version updates. So, and then managing organization policies. You can manage permissions and policies for a member of different actions and features in your organization. For example, to protect your organization's data, you can restrict repository creation in your organization. You can also choose to allow or prevent the forking of private repositories owned by your organization. So these are basically security and security level policies of an organization. For that, to see that, we have to get back into our security organization. Now we are inside the team. So let me go to organization. Yeah, now we are inside our organization. That is my DevOps org. So now let me go to the settings, and inside that settings you can see billing and plans, repository roles. Here you can find the repository roles. You can give either only read access or write access or maintain access, or you can give the complete admin access to that guy for the repository. If you want to demonstrate this, we have to create at least one repository in that organization. Okay, we will create one repo in that, and then let's see. Yeah, click on repository, create new repository, and name org organization repo, and description. This is to check the this is to test the security policies and repository level access to the members of the organization. And then make it, do you want make it public, or if we'll make it private, then only we can go through that all other things. So add a readme file, and then create a repository inside the organization. This is not uh, this is not account level repository. This is organization level repository. So the repository has been created. Now let's go to the settings of the repository, not the organization settings. Don't be confused. Okay, don't be confused. Now we are in the repository level page, repository level settings, repository page. We are in the repository page. Okay, code, issues, pull requests, actions. These are called GitHub actions. This is used in continuous integration. Okay, projects. This is basically secure, basically repository level settings. Okay, now here you can see branches, tags, actions, GitHub apps, and then collaborators and teams. Now here you can manage access. So it's private repository. Who has access? It's a private repository. Only those who access to this repository can view it. That's it. All three members can access this repository, and zero teams or zero members have access to this repository. At this moment, only three members can access this repository. Nobody else. Now you can manage access by clicking. So you haven't added any teams or people. So if you want to add some members, you click on add people. So I will click on anyone randomly. I'll give some email. Shrut Divya. I type Divya. I like that name. So Divya I do not know this girl, but I'm just giving. So now it is asking what kind of access, which role you want to give to this girl. I will give only read permission to this girl. Recommend for non-code contributors who want to view or discuss your project. What the girl will do is she will read it, she'll view that file, and if she want to suggest any changes or additions to that source code, she can suggest. For that purpose, we'll give the read. I will add this girl to this repository. Done. Okay, so next, one more collaborator. This time I will add Chaitanya Gedela. He is the business analyst. He is the AI project consultant in Volvo. Okay, okay, Gedela. Oh, sorry. That's my mistake. Add people. Chaitanya. Just a minute. Yes, Chaitanya. Yeah, here it is. This guy. Okay, I've added this guy. Yeah, Chaitanya Vedula. Okay, sorry. So now for this guy, I will give recommend, or I'll give tries. What is tries? Recommended for the contributors who need to manage issues and pull requests without a write access. Okay, for that I will give. Okay, done. So next I will add one more person. This time it is Daksha. Daksha. Okay, I will give right. I want this guy to add to contribute in writing something in my code, send pushing modules into my code only for this repository, not in my account, not in the organization, not inside the team. Only for this repository I would like that guy to add some modules into my piece of code. Okay, this role is also done. So now I will add one more. This time it is Pooja. So for Pooja, I will give recommended for project managers who need to manage the repository without access to sensitive or destructive actions. I am giving permissions to maintain my repository. Then finally, I'll make Rahul R97, this guy, as an admin to this project. So admin, so what admin? I'll attach him as an admin role. So recommended for people who need full access to this project or to this repository, including sensitive and destructive actions like managing security or declaring a repository. That's it. So this is how we attach a roles. We attach roles to different pupils. For that we have to invite them. So then once they accept the invitation, so then they can read, write, and trace and maintain our repository. These are repository level access. repository level privileges, repository level permissions. So now let me get back into our organization. Okay, this is our organization, not in the repo. So here I will click on settings, and we have seen the repository roles. Now member privileges we have seen before, teams discussion we have seen before, and then here GitHub actions, webhook we are going to see in Jenkins. While we are dealing with Jenkins, that time we are going to see, and packages, pages, project authentication, security, GitHub personal access tokens, code security and analysis, and okay, let me click on general settings. So in general settings you can customize your profile. Okay, this is what the security level settings of our GitHub organization and GitHub teams and GitHub team level repositories. So repository can be created in your GitHub account, that is GitHub account level repository. The first repository I will show that. When you go to your repository, these two repositories are account level repositories. Okay, then we have created a repository. So now we can create a repository in this organization also. So I just click on repository and then type something and create a repository here. That's called organization level repository. Whereas we have created a team level repository also. This is team level repository. You got it? This is team level repository. So organization level repository, team level repository, and account level repository. So this is huge. We have discussed a lot about GitHub organization, teams, and permissions, and repository level roles.